So, hey, this is Sebastian for the Metal Gods Meltdown, and today I have the pleasure to be joined by.
Nicoletta from Alterium, power metal band from Italy.
I've got to tell you, I've had your debut album, War in Flames, a few weeks now, and I'm listening to it constantly. I love it so much. How impatient are you getting now, waiting for release date, and what's the reviews been like so far?
Well, we are almost a release day, and I cannot wait because it's been such a long journey to produce this album, and also we had a very long promotional work. We started release some singles already back in September, so it's been really a long journey, and I can't wait to release the full album. You have this project, you have been work for so many months, and you can't wait to see it released. But of course, we were a new band, and so nowadays the music business has changed a lot. So as a new band, it's absolutely needed to have a lot of singles released before the album, because this will help the band to grow also on digital platforms like Spotify.
Yeah.
So it's been really a long journey. Usually I prefer to start releasing singles a little bit closer to the album release, but yeah, things nowadays are like this. So finally we are getting closer to release day. I can't wait.
Brilliant. Yeah, that seems to be the way of the world, doesn't it, these days? People just seem to listen to singles and everything's so fast. So I can understand that. Everything has changed.
Yeah, absolutely. In the moment you release an album, it's gone, actually. So things has changed. Actually, we recorded more songs for the album. We had like 14 songs, but in the end, only 10 got chosen for the album. And so we will have new music coming also after the album, even always for the same reason. We need to release continuously stuff on digital platforms. So yeah.
You already sort of answered this, but I'm gonna have to ask you again. Can you give us some little bit of meaning behind the band's name? What it means, Alterium?
Well, actually, it doesn't have a proper name, a proper meaning, but we discussed it with AFM. Actually, we got signed with AFM without having a name. We had some ideas, but we didn't have a name at that time. But we decided together that we wanted something that could recall our Italian roots, and so we chose this word Alterium, that sounds a little bit Latin from old ancient Rome. So we thought it would be cool, and it's like a short word, one single word. It's easy to remember, and so we thought it was the right thing to pick.
I love the fact that you released Crystalline. I mean, that has single written all over it, and seriously, I've commented on Facebook and have quite a lot of likes for it, saying like Taylor Who, because that should be top of the charts. That song is amazing. Can you give me a little bit of ideas about the inspiration behind it and the video that accompanies that song?
Well, actually, Crystalline is a song I wrote about my father, who passed away more than 10 years ago. And so, yeah, it's a really, I think that when I was recording that song, I got super emotional. And I think that's why that song became so well done, because all the emotions are there. Actually, at the very beginning, I wasn't thinking about releasing as a single, but then we were discussing with the label, and they thought that showing also that side of the band sound was important. We can also do ballad songs, and we can do it greatly. So in the end, I'm very happy, and most of all, the feedbacks we got from our fan base were, whoa, so amazing. And I'm really happy. And we also decided to do a lyrics video because for the same reason, I think that lyrics in that song are really important and maybe can help someone who's coping with the loss of someone they love. So that's the reason.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I lost my wife 7 years now. 7 years mad to cancer, and yeah, just those words just hit a nerve. And like when that guitar solo hits in the first time, you're like, wow. I was actually on the rowing machine today and the gym. I started getting back to the gym, and I just like flew through like 5 minutes of the rowing machine just listening to that song. It was great. It was just like, yeah, love it. Fantastic, really is.
Thank you.
Okay. Again, you didn't tell me about the video for Siren's Call. That's an amazing setting. Where is that?
Okay, that was a fun weekend because actually the same weekend we also recorded Of Foreign Flames videos, and actually Of Foreign Flames wasn't supposed to have a full video but just some lyrics video or easier stuff. But we were supposed to shoot the entire Siren's Call parts by the Lake of Tovel, which is located in the north of Italy. But that same weekend, it was raining. There was so much rain, and so we decided to have a plan B because we didn't know if we were able to get to the lake with such rain. So actually we ended up recording the band playthrough inside a beautiful old powerhouse. And so we have this beautiful white room with these huge windows. And then also I recorded some parts back in the summer near a waterfall, and that's also a very, very nice location. But yeah, Siren's Call was supposed to be recorded by the lake, but in the end, yeah, you can't control the weather, so yeah. But in the end, I'm super happy because we managed to film something for the other song, and so we got an extra video, and that's fine too.
Cool. So on release day, do you plan to have like a release party, and do you plan to stream that live? That would be amazing.
Well, actually, at the moment we are not planning shows right now. We just did 3 shows, one in Germany, one in Denmark, and one in Italy around a month ago. So at the moment, we decided to stop a little bit and so that we can build up some new set list for future shows. But at the moment, we are not planning to do a proper release shows. But we are working on some new festivals and some new gigs. So we are trying to see if we will be able to do a tour. So yeah, it's a little bit difficult because I know we are not new to the business, but we are still new to the business. It's a little bit complicated. Some of the promoters never heard the name Alterium, so it's not so easy to book gigs when you are at the very beginning of your career. But we are working on it.
Brilliant. So can you tell us then about the formats the album's been released in, and have you considered some signed lyric sheets? That's a hint.
Well, well, at the moment, we are about to launch our t-shirt shops We are going to have 4 different designs, all inspired by the singles of the album. And yeah, well, actually, every time I go to the recording studio, I always keep the lyric sheets also with my notes, and they are here around. Maybe one day I will offer them to some fans that is interested. But yeah, we are also building our merchandise little by little, so maybe we will have more stuff later. The album will be released as digital CD, digipack, CD, and also as a beautiful golden vinyl, limited to 500 copies. So grab yours if you haven't yet, because I know that pre-sales are going pretty good. So that's something cool to have.
Absolutely. Yeah, the reason why I say about the signed lyric sheet is, have you heard us? You must have seen Hearsay, yeah. I mean, she did that with the signed lyric sheets, and I just didn't buy one, and I was like, because it was like limited edition. I was just like, oh,
Yeah.
so annoyed. Anyway.
Well, actually, yeah, I did in the past with my previous band. I offered limited quantities of written lyrics. Who knows? Maybe this is something I can do again in the future. But I think that the actual sheets that I use in the studio are quite cool. You know, there's a lot of, coffee stains or maybe my handwritten stuff.
Yeah.
It's more real than something you write later. So maybe I will offer them in the future. Maybe, who
That'd be
knows?
cool. That'd be cool. I love the fact you covered Sabaton's Bismarck. Why that song in particular?
Actually, my story with Sabaton is a little bit strange, because it's a band that I thought I didn't like much at the very beginning. It took me time to get into their music, but nowadays are one of my favorite band, actually. I really love their concept. The way they are talking about history is really amazing. It's really amazing. And I remember when they released Bismarck the first time, I saw the video and I was like, oh my gosh, this is actually a music video. This is not a film. Okay.
I know,
And
yeah.
this song is fucking amazing. And
Yeah.
so when we were thinking, okay, maybe we should add some cover songs, because we are new to the business, we need to grow fan base. So I came with a idea to do something from Sabaton, because yeah, they are one of the biggest metal band at the moment. So Sabaton was the choice, and then for me it was Bismarck. Also, I like a lot Bismarck because it's a lot in the lower register of the voice. So this is probably not something you hear so easily from other females vocalists, but actually it fit my voice, because I'm an alto. I'm not a soprano. I'm not a mezzo. I'm an alto. So it actually matches my vocal range so well. And we also played live for the very first 3 gigs we did, and people went crazy. So I think it was the right choice.
That's amazing. We're talking about female vocalists then. Which 3 female fronted bands would be your ultimate tour buddies then?
I think I would go for Battle Beast, because I really love Nora vocals. She's a really rock singer. But then I will also go for anything with Annette Halsen, former Nightwish singer, because actually when I was a teenager, she was the one, when you are a teenager and you got into power metal, symphonic metal, at that moment there was this huge opera singers
Mhm.
doing that, and so most of the females vocalists from that age were going in that direction.
Mhm.
When actually Annette joined Nightwish, it was a big shock for everyone, but I kinda like her a lot because she were bringing some different style of vocals, and so even if she's not my favorite singer, I still consider her one of my most important influence, absolutely.
Oh,
And then if I have to pick another one, I would say Doro. Doro, because she was one of the very first. I really
yeah,
love her voice. She's
yeah.
really true heavy metal, and yeah. But I'm not really into female vocals. I know this is something strange to say,
Mhm.
but I grew up with a lot of power metal with male vocals. So my favorite singers are actually Fabio Lione from Rhapsody, Roy Khan, former singer of Camelot, and Rustin Allen from Symphony X. Those are
Wow. Okay.
actually my top three all-time favorite singers.
Brilliant. All right. And so if there was a made up symphonic metal song about yourself, what would it be called?
Uh, uh, this is something like a symphony of pizza and a symphony of pizza and good wine. That's the title of the song. That could
Cool. Love
describe me in a great way.
it. Love it. All right. Um, so I mean, like we were saying earlier, the industry has changed so much. If you could change anything about the industry though now, what would it be? Just go back to basics, like.
Ah, well, probably I'm one of those people that will never pay any kind of subscription to Spotify because they are not paying artists in a good way. So I would probably remove all the digital platform
Yeah,
that
Spotify
we have
just
nowadays. Yeah. I think maybe Tidal is a little bit better. They are actually paying
mhm,
artists a little bit
right,
more, but
right.
anyway, this is something that probably destroyed part of the music industry, and also I really dislike the fact that nowadays if you buy a new car there's no CD player in it. Why?
I know.
Why?
Yeah,
So they
I know.
forced you to play music on Spotify or stuff like that, and I don't do that. I still load my music on my USB stick and
Mm,
just go with that because I
so
really
I
don't
can,
like. Yeah.
yeah, I can agree more. Okay, so this might come in with this actually. If you had a superpower for a day, what would you choose?
Ah.
Give me
Ah.
Spotify for good. The man,
Probably flying. I would love to fly.
right?
That could be a good a good feeling, and I'm too scared to do that. Some extreme sports, I don't do that. I'm too scared. But if I knew that I could fly properly, probably I would do.
Brilliant. So then, can you now give me four words then to describe Alterium?
Huh. Bombastic, melodic, catchy, and a little bit of symphonic too, because we have some nice orchestration and huge choirs. So yeah, that four words.
So is that the end of Kalida, or are you still going to be doing work with Kalida?
Actually, Kalidia split up last year. That's
Right.
why actually I did Alterium actually, and also we split because we didn't see the future of the band in the same way anymore, and working together became really complicated. And when there's not good blood among the members, it's just better to let it go. So me, Dario Gozzi, the drummer of Calidia, and Paolo Campitelli, who played some live guitars for Calidia too, we decided to go on a different path, and that's how we actually formed Alterium. And so most of the music I wrote for Calidia album number 3 went to Alterium debut album. So
Excellent. Oh, I meant to ask you as well, going back to your new album, your debut album. I love the album artwork, and it's impressive as always when it seems to be AFM releases. Do you plan to have that album framed at home with a gold disc, actually? Plans to do that?
Well, it depends. Well, you get one of them when you actually sell a certain amount of copies. So I hope I have one of them
You will.
in my house. I hope. I actually already have one of them, but it's not mine. It's my boyfriend. So
Right.
I wish one day I could say, look at this. This is mine, not yours.
Brilliant. Okay, I've got applause coming down. So next thing then is 5 questions, which two of them you've already answered. But we'll go from anyway. So the 5 past questions, yeah. So the first one is your favorite album ever.
The Divine Wings of Tragedy from Symphony X. That album is absolutely perfect, even if it was recorded not in the best quality back then, but yeah, it was normal for that time. It's still one of the best album composed and performed, and really everyone should listen to that. It's pure art, just perfect.
Brilliant. You've sort of answered this one, but we'll change it a little bit then. I think wine is your favorite drink. So is it a red or a white wine, and from what country?
Well, I'm Italian. Well, actually, I'm a huge fan of white still wine, even if I'm living actually in the Prosecco area. I love still white wine, so I would go for a Pinot Grigio, made in Italy, of course. But I'm also a huge fan of beers, actually. So I always enjoy not commercial beers, but yeah, some craft beers are actually my thing.
Brilliant. Favorite food?
Well, pizza is absolutely one of my favorite, but I can say that everything from Italy is just absolutely great. Also, I'm a huge fan of pasta alla carbonara.
Yeah, love carbonara.
Yeah, but also, yeah, the Fiorentina stick. We have a lot of great food here, and yeah,
totally.
Italy
Okay.
is one of the best.
Contentious question then. So, do you agree that pizza should have ham and pineapple on it?
That's
No.
a crime against humanity. Please stop doing that.
Okay. Next one. Can you tell us what is your favorite pastime when you're not singing?
Pasta, yeah, pasta alla carbonara, I think.
No, pastime. Pastime, not pasta.
Pasta.
Pasta. Favorite carbonara. Favorite pastime.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Well, actually, I'm a huge nerd. I play video game a lot.
Right.
So this is one of my huge passion. So you can find me playing a lot of fantasy role-playing game. And the rest of my time is also devoted to animals because I'm a veterinarian. So I'm working
Of course you are.
part-time.
Of course you are. I knew that.
And
Right. Yeah.
so I'm spending my time between animals, video games, and metal music. That's a good life, I think.
Yeah, can agree more. Okay, so final one is your favorite inspirational person of all time.
Hmm. Hmm. As an artist, I would say absolutely Fabio Dione. Is really when I was starting to sing, it was my total inspiration. And the funny thing is that we actually lived quite closer back in the years. And he came to the studio when I was recording my first album, and it was like, and he actually taught me a lot of things about music business and how to behave in a good way with
Yeah,
people, with fans, with promoters. And so he was actually, I will never thank him enough for what he did for me, actually. So I would say him, because probably it's because of him if I am what I am.
brilliant. It's been an absolute pleasure chatting to you this evening. Do you have any final words for your fans, our viewers, and listeners?
Well, the album is almost out, and actually, it will be released on the International Women Day. So this is not something casual. I I wanted to have an important date around the album, because it also marked my rebirth as an artist. I've been quite through a lot of bad times
Mm,
in the past years, and but I think that the strength of a woman is really something unique, and I think it's great to celebrate in that way. Releasing my best album, it's a great way to celebrate it.
couldn't agree with you more, and I'm 100% behind you with that, especially with the craziness in the world at the moment. But we won't go
Yeah,
down that road. I understand, yeah. So, but thank you so much, Nicoletta, and hopefully we will catch you on tour sometime. And yeah,
I
just
hope the
I
same.
can't I can't wait until you release more music as well, because the album is fantastic. And thank you.
Thank
Have
you.
a lovely rest of the day. Go and have some
You
wine.
too.
All right.
Bye.